Power puts up.
It
But yes,
looks
the
like
game
we're
is
about to go
going
live.
live. Yeah, I see. Yeah, well, let's see the match restarting. I see $800 in everyone's wallet. Luca, take us away.
We are going to be underway, guys. This is CEVO Season 4 Counter-Strike Global Offensive. This is your doubleheader match tonight. This is iBUYPOWER versus Mythic. Mythic is your home team, and they went for it. They did the terrorist side. Awesome. That is legit. Look for a strong terrorist side right here. Look for them to shock iBUYPOWER. I think if they could pull six rounds off on T side, they are styling here. Not to say it's going to make it easy sledding on their CT side, but it looks like they're going with an outside strat right off the bat. Gotta try and get my mini-map back, and we're execute outside, planting in the smoke. So successful so far. Bomb did go down. Abe gets a kill. Skadoodle with one on the round. Also, Abe got two right there, working his way. The back lane. Steel is very close to going down right here. Can't get Abe as Abe gets taken down by Steel and is silenced USP. So now the terrorists just have to hold on here. 3 versus 3. Steel goes down. AZK gets caught from his side there. So only Dazed left alive. And Mythic might run around with this first round. And they do. They got it. So first round goes to Mythic. And that's a big T-side win right there. First round T-side, when you're home team, you opt for the harder side. That's got to be a little demoralizing there for iBUYPOWER.
Yeah, it kind of is, and I absolutely understand why Mythic wanted the T side first. I mean, they had a strat ready to go. The strat worked perfectly. They were able to smoke out their bomber, get the bomb planted. I mean, like within 5 seconds of the strat being executed, and I don't think there were even any deaths before the bomb got planted. They were able to just, you know, get the bomb down, run away, get to defensive positions, and pick off the CTs as they were rotating or moving in to defend the bomb site. It was a great strat. And I'm glad they made that gutsy T-side move because it paid off, really.
I love when teams do that. That, like, let's be honest here. Mythic is your underdog in this match. They're not bad. They're a very good pro team. They deserve to be here against teams like iBUYPOWER, and I think they can stand up. Lex working Steel over right there with that P250, opting not to go for an SMG or a rifle here, but staying with a P250. Got a kill on the round right there. Working inside. This should be an easy 3 here for Mythic. Oh, I shouldn't say easy. They should be able to get the given 3 rounds off that initial bomb plant with the win. Swag's going to move up and try and get the bomb planted. Shoots at the wrong guy. That's MRK. He takes down Marky. Excuse me. Abe ends up trading him out. Day's last one left goes down here. But as I was saying, I do love it when an underdog team like this, they had home field advantage right here. They could have went CT, but they decided to go terrorist, play the tougher sledding side, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
getting that
so
first
far
round.
so good. You know, winning a pistol round is great, and it sets them up with 3 rounds. But they're gonna have to, you know, do it when iBUYPOWER also has guns, and that's iBUYPOWER at its scariest. I mean, anyone with pistols is not nearly as scary as they are with rifles. So I'd like to, you know, see what round 4 has in stock. And as you said before, Lex, only rocking a P250, now has an AWP in his hands, wants to use his range to his advantage. He's looking all the way down Ivy, trying to catch some people pushing.
And we see, here comes a push again. Steel doing the same thing he did last round. He's going to push through T-Con and try and work out. That time it pays off, though, using that CZ-75, and he's going to get caught from behind by, or from the side, Lex in T-Spawn, waiting for that push. They did get the bomb down there, and they're forcing at least 1 rebuy. That's Marky who has to get that, who has to do the rebuy, and look at that. There we go. Who is 2001 right now? Do we know who that is?
That's a good question. I was trying to figure it out, but my scoreboard's not working, so I'm just going to have to call him 2001 for now.
He's going to be 2001 for right now. But they're going to be working their way out mid. As you can see here, your iBUYPOWER players have bought pistols here. No armor. Got a couple CZ-75s. We have a P250 and a 5.7. Swag gets a kill right there. Rocking that 5.7. Trying to get another one. He does make that. So that's 2 kills. That 5.7 has definitely paid dividends. Finally, 2000 or lights out. Finally gets a kill on him. AZK trades out 2001. And Skadoodle on the cleanup for the round. So a slight eco half buy, whatever you would like to call it, light buy, I should call that. But iBUYPOWER picks up a round, and Mythic doesn't get that given 3 rounds there. They only get 2, but they're still up here, and it looks like, yeah, they're gonna have to save now.
Yeah, I mean, Lex bought that off. A lot of them upgraded to AKs from Galils or kept their Galils after they survived. And now because of it, they're going to have to save. Their economy isn't terrible right now. I see 3,500, 2,700. So, you know, I think next round they'll be able to buy up, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see them buying up after that. but that was not a round they wanted to lose. You know, you really want those given 3 rounds, especially when you've selected the harder side of the map, and they were all just getting cut down by Steel and Skadoodle. Yeah, Daze finishing off the round.
Nice
in style. So, you know, iBUYPOWER didn't really overextend. They lost 2 players on the round, which is not terrible. They'll be able to buy up for them pretty easily. And actually, I was completely wrong last round. They're actually not going to be able to buy up this round. They won those first 2 rounds in a row, but they hadn't started accruing any losers money, so they really just got the lowest amount of money they could. And as a result, not all of their, actually almost none, oh, they bought up a little bit, some armor and some nades and some pistols. So some of them could have bought up, but yeah, it wouldn't have been what they wanted. It was too late.
Execute coming inside Mythic, but wow, Dazed and AZK are waiting inside. AZK is going to wrap that up with a 3K. Daze gets the other 2. So just like that, iBUYPOWER has pulled ahead now, but here comes the first full buy from Mythic. So this is going to be guns up and armor on both sides here. This will be a very telling round to see if Mythic is able to stand up against iBUYPOWER with weapons.
Now this round, Mythic is still running a scope, but not on Lex this time. It's going to be on 2001. It'll be interesting to see what he does with it, and you know, if he can challenge. Oh, he's going to be bringing it inside, which is interesting. And it'll be interesting to see if he could challenge Skadoodle, but Skadoodle's all the way in Ivy, so they're not really going to get to square off just yet. Maybe later in the round.
And it looks like the terrorist team of Mythic is setting back a little bit here, waiting to see if they can get a couple pushes, see if they can get iBUYPOWER being a little greedy. They've won 3 in a row now, so they're trying to see if their confidence is boosted enough to get some aggressive push here. And we have confirmation. We should have known 2001 is none other than Robbie 1, so we should have known that just by the name right there. But, well, I guess Lights, well, he does have Lights in the name, so could be, we could have known beforehand it was light work. Oh, Lex trying to get that bomb planted, but Dazed was shooting from CT connector, was able to get it shot down, and he's just spamming through the smoke right now. I believe that's Marky's going to try and put it down anyways outside. Steel is right on top of him, though. Gets aimed, and Swag gets a kill. Trade out happening. Only 1 player left. That's Lights, and he gets taken down by Skadoodle at the end of the round. So iBUYPOWER now moves forward. The score is 4-2.
Now, that round, Mythic ran basically the same strat that they did on their first pistol round. Smoke outside, get their bomb out, get their bomb in smoke, and plant the bomb so that the CTs can't stop it. But I think it was a little bit too predictable. At the very least, iBUYPOWER you know, got wise to the fact that that might be a potential strat that they're going to run. And because of that, Daze was able to shut down the planner immediately, and Mythic got almost no traction after that.
And we are into your 7th round now. It looks like here comes a big push right there. Mythic is going to try and work their way through the Ivy. And sitting on top of it is going to be Skadoodle and Swag, both shooting down there. Op rotates out a little bit. Swag stays in it, switches to his pistol, cleans up that round. He's got the 4K. Skadoodle got 1 with the up. And their money situation is stacking up right now. That is 5 consecutive round wins there. Mythic is going to be getting into that bonus money here. So they're going to be buying up. But man, iBUYPOWER looks in form right now, coming up strong after that 1st and 2nd round loss.
Definitely, they've been positioning themselves really well, and I know before Swag was playing in that the original Heaven, the T Heaven area, and I didn't even see Mythic look there once. He was able to pick up a bunch of frags from that spot, although I do see Robbie 1 peeking there now. So, you know, Mythic 1 learning a little bit from how iBUYPOWER is playing. iBUYPOWER also learning from how Mythic is playing. It'll be interesting to see who you know, adapts more or who adapts in the more effective way. Right now, it seems like the answer is iBUYPOWER, but that doesn't, you know, close the door on Mythic.
And we're going to be following Steel right now, sitting out in the mid. He's going to be watching that connector, trying to see if he can get a push. As you can see, Mythic is going back to that split where they're just holding. You got 2 holding up in the White Halls area, just watching that ladder. 2 holding up near mid. 1 actually rotated back from Ivy, so there was 2 outside Ivy. Execute is coming outside. It's going to be an outside strat. Ladder guys are going to drop down right now. You're going to watch Abe try and get out. There's going to be 1 player up in the heaven. Lex gets a nice pick, opening up the round. Daze goes down also, so 2 CTs down on the entry, but you've got to clear that smoke right there. Steel picks up 2, AZK gets 1, and I just lagged for a second there. Lex on the trade out, Steel gets it. Lex, last 1 left there. He's got a 3K on the round. Steel's got a 3K on the round. This is big right here, and he can't make the shot happen, and Steel is able to clutch it in a 1 versus 1. He's got a 4K to close out this round, and iBUYPOWER moves up or moves ahead by 4 rounds now. Score is 6-2, iBUYPOWER.
Mythic was super close to winning that execution. Lex, if he was able to pick up that off shot on Steel, would have been awesome to close out the round. But that's, you know, we've seen 3 rounds where Mythic, you know, has run the same strat of 8 rounds. I mean, I guess there's this slight variation. You don't know where the bomb is going to be coming from, where the bomb is going to get planted. But if you see this team do the same strat 3 times in one game, and they haven't really been executing any other strat, that, you know, instantly leads me to believe that that's really the only strat the other team has in the bag, which, you know, might be true. Mythic, you know, that might be the only strat that Mythic has, but I'd like to imagine that Mythic has something else up their sleeve, some kind of solid inner take, not with pistols, and it actually looks like that's what they're setting up for now. So hopefully they can mix it up, do something cool, catch iBUYPOWER off guard, and there actually is only one player inside, and it is AZK, so he's very killable right now, although Dazed on the rotate, heading in or as the smokes are coming out.
Yeah, but I have to say, though, that strat from Mythic is beautiful. If they execute the execution is perfect. The smokes are great, the flashes in are great, the timing is amazing on the outside take. They just can't seem to close it down. They can't get those kills through the smokes. They're not checking their spots, but they're executing inside again. I don't feel like Mythic is having any problem executing into the bomb site, getting their entry kills that they need. It's in the slack time. Yeah, that hold that they need to work on here. They need to maintain their spots, get their frags, not get greedy, not over peek and overextend themselves. Like right there, why did Light need to peek out off the back of the bomb site? No reason to gunfight right here with Skadoodle. He's just gonna force more rebuys as he runs away with his op. But they are gonna get a 3rd round in the bag for themselves as they get the bomb to blow up inside. They're both going to go different directions, but there was no reason for that peek off the back of that bomb train. Why fight him? Make him come to you. Make him try and defuse that bomb or get out of there. You're just forcing your economy to get worse and worse by having to rebuy every round with those. So entries are great. Execution is great. The hold, not so good for Mythic right now.
Work. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I think you're right. I mean, ultimately, like any peek where you don't get a kill, it's easy to say, oh, why would you peek? But you know, at that moment, I don't remember. It might have been Dazed who was battling. I can't remember who he was fighting right there. But I didn't really think the peek was so bad. His teammate Robbie1 was actually it could have been Light. Was peeking at the same time. I don't think the counter-terrorist knew where he was. I think the counter-terrorist just happened to be aiming in that direction when he peeked. So I mean, I don't think it was the worst peek in the world. He was trying to support his teammate. They ultimately got the round kill. But yeah, I know what you're saying. They are kind of getting a little over peaky when they don't need to, and when I feel like when they should be getting peaky, looking for those entry frags, they're not necessarily always doing it. They're holding tight angles. They're, you know, walking places. Actually, you know, walking places, you got to walk places, but they need to turn up the entry frag game. And as I say that, Abe actually takes down Swag, so that's exactly what I was looking for, making some more aggressive peeks and then falling back, or, you know, getting an opening pick and then working with your team off of that pick, instead of just trying to execute a strat and pick up picks as you go.
Yeah, we are into your 10th round now. Mythic has one opening pick. Abe got that off on Swag, so now they have the man advantage now. Look at Robbie1 already into the B-bomb site right there. AZK's right in front of him. He makes the frag happen, though, and he's able to get that kill right there. So 2 CTs down. Here comes the push down. Lex can't make that shot happen. Lex, if you guys remember from last week when we were casting Mythic, he just went toe-to-toe with Frost, and it was completely nuts that off battle that happened. I'm excited to see if Lex is going to be able to do that again. And in the White Halls, Lights goes down right there. Lex makes a nice shot on Skadoodle. Makes a nice shot on Steel. You're going to have 1 CT remaining, and that is going to be Dazed, who gets in a gunfight with Abe at the end of that. And Mythic is able to keep this close. They brought it back to within 2 rounds here after 5 unanswered rounds. So they're bringing it back. They're still fighting. They're not out of this yet. 4 rounds on T isn't bad. So look for them to try and grab a couple more and work themselves into maybe 6 rounds, 5, 6 rounds on T side.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep this pace up, they're looking pretty good. I see AZK has an auto sniper this round, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But he's bringing it inner too. Man, that's perfect because the the terrorists right now are stacked up in White Halls. I guess deciding between ladder and inner. I wouldn't. Man, the counter terrorists are really close to the terrorists right now. I'm not sure if they know it or not. I don't know if there were any steps that I missed, but we're about to see a battle. And man, Mark hits a great shot on base, taking down all the way from Z. And man, Robbie1 also picking up a frag on Steel. So they have the site right here.
AZK, though, to answer. Swag's got 2 right there. Both headshots. Gets Lex down. Lex's op was just starting to pick up really good. Abe is going to be pushing right here. This is going to be a really aggressive play. I'm pretty sure he's got blind. Lights with a nice headshot right there on AZK. Skadoodle almost goes down. He's so very low. Lights is going to push, and he can't make it happen. That push there, he was getting flanked, though. That was Swag, who got a 3K on the round there. And he gets the defuse there, and he's going to pick up an op here at the end of that. Yes, picks up the ops. So that's 7 rounds for iBUYPOWER, and the back and forth is now real. It's happening. Mythic 1-1, iBUYPOWER 1-1, Mythic won another one. iBUYPOWER just won their 7th. So this back and forth is really going to hurt Mythic's economy.
Definitely, but it keeps them in the game. They're going to be saving this round, but they all have, not all, they're mostly around the 4K mark, so a lot of them have money in the bank where they can chain together multiple rounds in the future when they need it. I mean, they can throw, I'm not going to throw this round away, but they can take a loss on this one, and if they just keep buying and keep the pressure up on iBUYPOWER, it's probable that they'll pick another one up down the line. So I like the save, I like what they're doing here, and hopefully they can transition it into some more round wins.
Yeah, I'd really like to see them keep this game close here. They're not going to do it like that by standing out in the open over the top of a box against somebody like Skadoodle with an op in his hands. His shot is too good for that. They kind of caught AZK off guard right there. Apparently, they did not catch AZK off guard enough. Brought him down to 2 HP. He closes it out with that. I'm pretty positive AZK put the auto sniper on the map. I'm gonna be honest.
Absolutely.
Here.
There was a long time where you actually just called the auto sniper the AZK.
Yeah.
So I'm happy we actually get to see the auto sniper in its rightful owner's hands, and he's been making it work really well. I mean, as you said, he got caught off guard last round, but that didn't stop him in tandem with the auto sniper from picking up 3 frags.
Yeah, I was completely convinced. Oh, that shot from Skadoodle underneath the train into the T-Con was absolutely amazing right there. That was a really nice shot. If those of you have not seen that shot before, take note. If you like to op Ivy, switch it up a couple rounds, op down into the T-Con. You might be able to pick somebody off like that if you're quick enough. And the rest of the terrorists are going to be stacking up in the white halls, actually just above B now. They're above the ramp going into lower here, and they have 2 CTs to beat. Let's snap over there. Daze is going to be the first one that they got to beat. Rocking a nice position, really deep right there, only looking to try and get a few shots off and make some calls. Oh, and he goes down, going back to AZK, who's going to be sitting up there waiting for the bomb to go. And here comes the push from the terrorists. They got to execute kill. They're getting flanked extremely hard right now, and that's going to be Steel on the flank. Gets 1, gets 2. As Swag also picks up another, only 1 left, and I can't believe there was no call.
Yeah, that seems...
How did Robbie1 not know somebody was behind him already?
I'm not sure if... Maybe they didn't know. I mean, that is an advantage of the silenced M4. You don't always hear where it's coming from, and you don't see the tracers that it's shooting, so... Maybe Steel, I Steel played that just super well. He was able to get behind them really quickly. I assume he went up ladder. I didn't even expect it. Yeah, I mean, if I was Mythic right there, I would have been getting flanked right along with them. I absolutely was not ready for it, and it worked out. So, good on Steel, making the silenced M4 work for him.
That was completely ridiculous. I see chat blowing up right now that there was a no call, and I believe... Oh, somebody sad? Sorry that you feel that we're not intelligent there, bud. But either way, there was no call on that, and it looks like Daze is also rocking out the sniper now. AZK not the only one. It's contagious apparently with the auto sniper. Oh, look at Light just pushing extremely hard for CZ. He's gonna try and catch Daze. Wow, got a lot of damage off. Brought Daze down to 4, and that round was cleaned up right there. AZK with 2, Daze with the other 3, but he was so low, almost died to that. CZ75 there. So now iBUYPOWER is up 6 rounds in total. Score is 10-4, and this is gonna be last round and a half right here. Mythic really needs this 5th round.
Yeah, they do, and it looks like the auto sniper was really what iBUYPOWER needed to start shutting down Mythic. They're able to output so much damage so fast and able to distribute it to so many members that I mean, really, I don't see why anyone wouldn't want to use it on this map. I think if Mythic doesn't pick up the auto sniper on their CT side, I think it's going to be super disadvantageous. They've been rocking pretty much only an op, but you know, that makes sense. Their economy hasn't always been great this game, and you can't always, you know, make that extra upgraded purchase to the auto sniper. So you got to do you got to make do with what you have. But and there you go, he gets a pick with it. So definitely making do with what he has. I'd like to see them use some auto snipers on the CT side to try to equalize the score.
I'm gonna be honest here. Lex is pretty ridiculous with an op. We saw it last time when he was when he got to op against Frost there, when Frost was going completely nuts. But he can op pretty well. He's pretty fast, makes clean shots, and it's very impressive. Days trying to rock the AZK outside. I do believe we're just gonna have to call it the AZK from now on. So people in chat are already down with it. Dazed in that cubby over by CT. He's getting pushed right now. Swag's outside also in the hell area. Gets one. Dazed picks up one right there. Skadoodle's gonna be pushing at the op. Lex catches him in a bunny hop though. So now we have Swag and Dazed. Swag gets another one right there. So 2 versus 2, 2 versus 1. We only have Swag left alive, and that is a big round pickup right there for Mythic. That's 5 rounds on T side. That is extremely important for them. It's not great, but it gives them enough room to play with, though, when they switch to CT.
Absolutely. They did what they needed to do there. Obviously, you want to pick up as many rounds as possible. If they were able to pick up 6 or 7 or continue the momentum that we thought they would have right off the bat, they would be in better shape. But a pistol round here and then, you know, maybe a first gun round, and they're right back in this game. iBUYPOWER has been shut down before, and I think Mythic has the tool set to do it again, or to do it here for us right now. They just have to put it together at the same time and do it together.
Yes. First round, second half here. Let's see if Mythic is able to get a pistol round. And it looks like iBUYPOWER is almost doing the exact same thing that Mythic did. It looks like the smoke wall. Wow, that shot from Abe just spraying through the smoke right there. I know there was a lot of damage done to Skadoodle already trying to enter the site. Marky gets a nice kill right there. Swag's just running away. Swag's going to go on the hard flank, I do believe, right now. AZK, Swag, and Dazed left alive. AZK gets one. Fake defuse. Not a fake defuse, excuse me. And look at that protection there. Lights just cleaning it up, getting 1, getting 2, and then dies at the end of the round right there. Dazed, oh my goodness, cleans it up at the end, but a little too late. Mythic gets both pistol rounds here, and once again, they're not failing to buy out here.
No, they have to. They got eco'd in the first half when they had pretty much full everything. They had an op at the time. They had AKs on pretty much everybody, I'm sure. Their hands up because an eco would really not bode well for them.
I believe AZK was blind right there. He was just, I couldn't see if he got flashed or not. I switched on too late. But he was just straight up running at Marky. Bomb gets planted outside. There is definitely going to be a third round buy here from iBUYPOWER. Now their goal is to try and force as many rebuys as they can. There's only going to be 1 as Marky gets 2, Abe gets 2, Lex gets the last kill. And so they're only going to have to force 1 rebuy. That's for Lights right there, and it's gonna be tough right here because they know iBUYPOWER's got 2 plants. They're definitely gonna buy here. Mythic's money situation isn't the greatest in the world, so upgrading for them isn't really an option here. But it looks like we have only 1. Okay, no, 2. They got 2 M4s now, so they're gonna try and contest.
Yeah, 1 M4 was saved from the last one, so they really only had to buy. Yeah, and it was the cheaper M4, which I guess is not actually a good thing for them. But they're going against an iBUYPOWER team of all rifles. No scopes for iBUYPOWER here.
And it looks like Mythic is on the comeback train right now. They're trying extremely hard. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it out. iBUYPOWER was so extremely strong. iBUYPOWER working that same strat that we watched Mythic do a couple times, working out mid, and 2 entry kills on the round. CTs are trying to clean up here. Steel goes down, and then we lose another iBUYPOWER player. So we have Swag and Steel out of the race here. Dazed cleans up Marky, so only 1 remaining CT. That's going to be Robbie 1 with a FAMAS, gets 1, can't get the other kills, gets caught up from Dazed on the side, so Marky's got a 2K on the round, and I do believe Dazed also had a couple frags in the end of that round there. But iBUYPOWER gets that round, and now they move back ahead by 4 rounds here, 11-7.
Yeah, that was a big win for momentum purposes because, you know, as we said, Mythic now has to save because of it. And that round, iBUYPOWER did something slightly different, something that Mythic hadn't done that entire first half. Usually, when Mythic goes outside, and actually the trend right now is if anyone goes outside, you throw those smokes and you just try to plant in that smoke and defend it. iBUYPOWER didn't do that. They threw some smokes and then they came out just looking to shoot. They were trying to find as many CTs as they could and put as many bullets in them as possible.
Using that strat against Mythic there, and as we see, Robbie 1 takes AZK down. He's gonna try and hold the site. Skadoodle's all on top of him, and he can't get away from him. Goes down at the end of that. So entry in to the B bomb site, and this is really close here. It's a 1 versus 2. Lex versus Skadoodle and Dazed. He's already moving his way up into the site here. He's already so close, but he gets caught from the side. Dazed was coming down late from Whitehall's down the ramp. So iBUYPOWER now has 12 rounds to Mythic 7. But they're not out of this yet. There's still 10 rounds in this game left to go, and it could go either way.
Definitely. It'll be interesting to see if Mythic opts to buy on this round. Two of their players definitely have the money to do it, but the rest of their players really don't. So yeah, they're going to be buying pistols this round and looking to wait until they can really full buy his team, which I think is the smart call. Robbie1 has a scout on him right now, so he'll be able to put out some punishment from range. But really, his team's just pistols up close range.
Oh, Life's trying to get a frag on Daze, who worked his way out the T-Con. Robbie1, you hear him working that scout outside. Now he's by himself, trying to get some more scout kills. He's going to be getting pushed here. He's in the back lanes, and the terrorists are so close to him. Gets a headshot. Oh, that wasn't even a headshot. That looked like a headshot. And he gets shot from underneath the train. That's Steel who gets the kill off on him. So only Swag dies that round on the terrorist side. And iBUYPOWER now has 13. So this is going to be a really big pivotal round here. They're going to have to buy on this round here. If they lose this round, that is going to put them into just playing for the tie. Because if they try and buy on the 14th round, that is a horrible idea. They're going to be so poor if they lose this that this is a big round here for Mythic.
Definitely a big round. And iBUYPOWER still opting to go no scopes on T side, and Mythic opting to go with the scope on Lex. It is an op, not the auto sniper like I wanted. Honestly, whatever he feels more comfortable with, I guess is the right call. But really, that auto sniper is so good. I would want to abuse that as much as possible on this map if I were them.
Oh, I was going to say, look at that inside shot right there. Steel works his way into the connector. Hiding in the smoke down there. Who is that? Is that Robbie1? Oh, yeah. Robbie1 is in a good position. Can he get some kills out of this, though? He's getting pushed from his sides, and he gets taken down. No kills for him off that position. Lex working that off, though. It's now a 2 versus 2. Lex got 2K on the round, and it looks like we lost one of the Mythic players. Dropped out of the server, so now we just have Lex by himself trying to work with his op. 1 versus Skadoodle. Skadoodle's going to be pushing from his side. We'll follow from Skadoodle's aspect here. Lex, you have to know. Oh, Skadoodle is right on top of you. Lex, no, get out of there. Your feet. Not crouching, and he's going to die from that. And he dies from that. Wow. Skadoodle with the extremely intelligent play there. Doesn't push around the train, giving an easy op shot to Lex. Just shoots underneath it and never gets aggressive enough to get spotted by the op. That was a really heads-up play from Skadoodle there.
Yeah, at first I was, kind of rolling my eyes at Skadoodle for trying to spam under the train because he saw the feet, but really I'm not sure if Skadoodle could place exactly where those feet were angled. I guess he wasn't sure where Lex was aiming, if he was aiming down towards the site or aiming to the side looking to catch a flank or a pusher. So, I guess it didn't look so great for AZK, but ultimately he made the right call. And man, Skadoodle just threw an incredible nade. It bounced off like 3 walls and did 99 damage. And altogether, iBUYPOWER just getting picks wherever they can get them.
Oh yeah, they are just running away with these. Robbie1 and Marky left. Robbie1 goes down. Marky goes down at the end of that. So we had a 2K there from AZK. Kills spread out the rest of the way between the other players, Daze, Steel, and Skadoodle. So this is going to be for all the marbles here. Mythic needs to win every single round from here on out to force an overtime and tie.
Seems kind of unlikely, especially with the way that iBUYPOWER is playing now, but double scopes for CTs and a single scope for the Ts. Skadoodle picking up an op. I wonder where he's going to bring that. He's going to be bringing it inside with the rest of his team. Inside isn't always the greatest spot for an op, but if you can position himself upper... Oh man, actually, Robbie1 getting a pick inside with it, so, maybe I guess the op isn't so bad for inside, but if they can position Skadoodle up there, have him take a peek with the op, take down number 6, there it is! That's exactly what I needed to do with the op, and he gets the pick because of it. The rotate is coming in through the CTs, but the terrorists actually haven't come into the site yet, so I think if the terrorists see this, they might not want to. They might want to go ladder, go back outside, and try to catch number 9, who's MRK. Just
here they go.
Inside.
Execute is happening inside. That is going to be Lights who picks up the first kill there. Skadoodle on the trade out. This is so important here for Mythic trying to win this. Skadoodle makes another nice shot right there. And just like that, only Lex left alive with the op. He's got to get... Oh, he got one. He got the bomb player. Skadoodle's on top of him, though. Can he get the kill on Skadoodle? And he does get the kill on Skadoodle. What a nutty op shot from this guy. Beating Skadoodle. Swag is going to be pushing him. Swag's going to see his feet again. Let's see if Lex falls for the push. Oh, misses that shot right there. He's got to get his feet out from underneath those trains. And Swag is pushing. Oh, he hears him. 40 seconds on the clock. Lots of time left. Swag is all over that. Swag fakes it again. Swag just toying with him right now. This is nuts right here. Swag's not going to go for it. He's going to fake that flash. Oh, you got to get out of there, Lex. Oh, this is too intense right here. I'm losing my mind. Oh, Swag caught him on the runaway. Oh, Swag, you just dirty girl. Gets the kill, and just like that, iBUYPOWER takes it home. 16-7 against Mythic on train.
I was hoping that Mythic would be able to chain more together, especially on their T side, and they got I guess they got really ecoed the first half. The second half, they won their pistol round and then lost the round 3 buy round. So, I guess altogether not a terrible showing for Mythic. Lex once again was able to go to town with